Yo, 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 what is going on, guys? It is your boy Rich with Bliss FX. Um, it is Psychology Friday, a little bit late, but it's been a little bit of a bumpy week. I'm going to go over the following topics today. It's going to be topics of discipline, your rules, your stops, your setups, and also your trade time. So, for the past, I want to say three to 3 to 6 weeks, I've really been dedicating my time in the morning to actually trade the crossover of the London to the New York session. And a lot of times within trading, we always want to try and find exactly, um, what's the best time that's going to work for us in general. And obviously, that has a few sacrifices, but at the same time, that can also take a toll on you. And I feel like that's something that has gotten to me where you get tired. And if you get tired, that can make you less patient. And I think that that's what caused me to kind of run into a little bit of a loss streak. I'm going to go ahead and go over it with you guys really quick. A little bit of what happened throughout the week. So this week we started off pretty good. I initially started this account with $100, and then I basically got it all the way down to around $50, and then I brought it all the way back up to 120. And then as soon as I got to 120, I began to run basically into a loss streak. And that was just, again, that's something that's kind of like tarnishing because regardless of the dollar amount that I was lost, um, it was basically a loss streak. And that's always hurtful on a psychological aspect. Now, the thing that I am beginning to understand it really is as you're placing the trades, it's really going from knowing to trade within your own time. Um, and I say that for you to not force a setup. In other words, right? You don't really want to force a setup within a trade. And that's one of those things that can definitely occur. And I think that the main trigger for me was I got these last two really good trades right here. I kind of had this run all of a sudden where all my trades were basically all my winners were bigger than my losers. And you kind of psychologically create that expectation of making that same pip count or, you're like, I want it really, the emotion of greed just comes out through the chart. And that's really dangerous because then what happens is you get these bigger losses and then now you're in a loss streak and then you just got to stop. Take a break, stop what you're doing, and come back, reanalyze, refocus, get back up again, right? So the other thing that can also help with that, and that's something that I have been um, getting better with overall, is be really, really disciplined just with your trades in terms of exactly what it is that you're looking for in the market. So, what kind of setup that you're trading, get good at just trading those setups. If that setup is not playing out, you shouldn't be trading, right? Regardless of the time. So, that's really things you have to keep in mind. Um, and also know how to respect your stop loss. I know one of these trades right here, it was actually this one right here, these two. Actually, no. Was it? Yeah. So these last two buys on your USD, I actually manually closed them and I shouldn't have because basically the trade was still valid. So the trade actually went into profit maybe 30 to about an hour after I had placed in the trade. So, or after the close. And it's one of those things. Once you set your stop, stick to your stop loss. There's a reason as to why you put that stop there. Respect that because really a lot of people get faked out in the markets because of that, because they scared of seeing a little bit of red. And this is the perfect example of what happens, how it happens, and what it reflects and what it can do to you, right? So really it's just coming down to that point. And really, guys, I think this weekend I'm really going to be focusing on just studying up and making sure that I'm looking for the correct setups, focusing on the setups, and be disciplined. I'm kind of excited now for the last three months of the year. I believe Within the last 3 months, there was a lot of growth, and I was just kind of fine tuning, the last couple of bits until the consistency begins. And really, when the consistency starts to roll in, well, things start to kind of really fold up tenfold as long as that consistency is built, which is basically the hardest factor. Um, Remember, we're in it for the long run. We're not in it for the short run. We're not trying to make $1 million tomorrow. We're trying to make sure we go through from $100 to $1,000 to 10,000 to 50,000 and so on and so on and so on, so we can get up there and get in the upper ranks and climb up the ladder. In other words, of not just trading but life itself. But anyway, guys, always remember to keep your head up during those hard times. Again, if you're new to this, I really, really encourage you to always just go with a small size account to see how well you can handle the emotions. Yes, it can be tiresome. Yes, you're going to feel things that you probably didn't feel before, but it's part of the process in molding the persona or the trader, right? It's you building your own trader. That's what you're doing, and you gotta put those breaks one on top of the other without skipping any steps, because otherwise you get a shaky foundation. You're not gonna last long. As they say, if you start up the roof, you're not gonna last too long. Got to start from the basement. So, anyways, guys, I will see you guys on Sunday for the pre-market analysis. I hope you guys have a great weekend. Peace.